The enemies are gathering. Well, those were the words that shook Washington to its core today. Well, this didn't come from a journalist or a whistleblower. They came straight from Washington's new Secretary of War, Mr. Pete Hegseth. It happened at Naval War College in Washington D.C., basically a hall packed with generals, strategists, and also senior Pentagon officers. Expecting very usual speech about maybe Russia, China, Iran, or global geopolitics, but what they got instead was a warning that felt like a thunderclap. Because Hex said he didn't talk about Beijing or Moscow. He talked about something far closer, something that is much more dangerous. He said that the real enemy is not across the ocean, it's inside our borders. Yes, you heard that right. Hegseth, a very decorated war veteran and one of Mr. Trump's most trusted men, has declared a new kind of war. A war for America's soul. He said that the threat America faces today isn't foreign missiles or any sort of tanks. It's the decay within. The collapse of discipline, the erosion of values, the rot of division, corruption, and moral confusion. And in his words, this internal rot is doing more damage than any enemy army can ever do. According to insiders, Hegseth's speech, it wasn't just emotional. It was part of a new Trump directive, basically a secret order quietly circulated through the Pentagon, defining what the administration called America's true battlefield. Now, under this whole new order, the US military is being asked to rethink every single thing, from national defenses to homeland security, because the lines between the foreign threats and domestic chaos, they are now blurring. Now let's break this down in very simple terms. For decades, Washington's eyes, they were fixed outwards on Russia's nukes, China's ships, Iran's militia, and North Korea's missiles. But Hegseth says that the strategy is outdated. America, he argues, is collapsing from the inside because its own citizens, they no longer believe in the same flag, the same values, or the same future. He spoke about universities turning into ideological battlegrounds. He mentioned cities plagued by crime, drugs, and lawlessness, and he accuses certain elites of weakening the military through politics and division. Well, his message, it was loud and clear. America does not need a stronger army first. It needs a stronger spine. And you know what was the reaction inside the room? Stunned silent. Senior Pentagon officials exchanged uneasy glances. Some applauded quietly, others looked very, very uncomfortable. Because you know what Hegseth was suggesting was not just any patriotic talk. It was a shift in America's defense doctrine. A shift from protecting borders to protecting beliefs, from guarding territories to guarding identities, and then came the most chilling line of the night. Hegseth warned that the enemies, they are gathering, not outside but within. He said America's biggest threat comes from those who want to see it divided, confused, ashamed of its own history. He called it a war without uniform, a cultural, ideological, and psychological war where the front lines are schools, media, and politics. Well, analysts say that this is Trump's new doctrine, basically a redefinition of national security that goes far beyond the military power. It's about restoring order inside America before confronting the enemies abroad. It's about reviving faith, patriotism, and discipline in a country tearing itself apart. And make no mistakes here, this is going to spark a controversy, because when a US Secretary of War says that the real enemy is within, it forces everybody, left, right, and center, to ask the same uncomfortable question. And the question is, who exactly is he talking about?